to get past mine, so I wanna do right for the ends. And count on my blessings, that's the best thing. Seeing the stars for what they tell me. How many times do I gotta lose my breath to pave the way? Or I can just keep living my life and stay the same.
What's up? What's up, guys? What's up? Make sure you guys hit that like button for me. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are we doing today, man? Today is June 11th, 2026, man. And yep, the news don't stop rolling out, right? The news just don't stop at all, whether it's good news or bad news. The show must go on. Literally just got back home probably about an hour and a half ago, so not really feeling the best right now. But you know, we're kind of going to be having more of like a layback Cadillac kind of stream today. But hey, we still got to talk about some of these stuff that's going on right now. A lot of people are panicking. And, you know, it's kind of crazy because I remember Sony went through the same thing Microsoft is going through right now, where Sony literally had to rebuild, like they literally had to reset. And Microsoft is doing the same thing. You know, it's like whenever there was existing leadership and then new leadership come in, it's like, okay, what's happening here? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And obviously operating in the red, you know, and all these big budget games and spending all this money on advertising and all this and that. So it's kind of crazy when you really see people act surprised. You know what I mean? I think that's the funny part for me, is that people act surprised, like, bro, this has been going on every quarter, every financial quarter, every year. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing over and over and over again. How many times have we experienced this rodeo? How many times? Every single time, every year, every quarter. Nothing new, right? The last time this happened when Sarah Bond and Phil Spencer, what was it? Early up in the year, and then even like last year, you know what I'm saying, when they had that huge layoff thing that was going on, and you know, people were just like, "Oh my God." And then, you know, all these studios were going to get shut down and blah blah blah, and people were panicking. And then they had that massive, what was it, like 2,000 people, whatever, layoff. Like, this is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the calm before the storm, right? This is like you're rebuilding. So this is expected. You know what I mean? Like, this is expected. Not only that, but look what's going on in the world. Look at what's going on in the world right now with all the RAM shortages and all this stuff, you know, different component pieces for RAM and SSD. It's affecting everything, right? So, you know, these newer consoles are going to be affected by that in some way, shape, or form. If you look at the Steam machine, look at the Steam Deck, like, look at all this stuff going on. Now we're hearing from Asha Sharma that they don't even have enough components right now to even make the Series X and S right now, because apparently they can't meet demand, you know, which is absolutely crazy to me to even think, because people weren't really necessarily buying Xboxes, obviously, before Asha, you know, came in. So it's like now it's like all of a sudden now, apparently there's a huge demand for Xbox and they can't meet demand. That's what we're hearing now. And now we're going to get hit with another massive layoff again. And there might be a studio closure or studio closures. We're just going to have to wait and see. But again, this is just a ripple effect of everything that's been going on since the beginning of this generation to where we are now. I'm not surprised. The biggest thing now, the biggest hurdle for Microsoft right now is restarting again, rebooting again, right? And being smart about the games, being smart about what's going to be exclusive, what's not going to be exclusive, what studios are going to get funded, similar to what Sony is doing. Sony is doing the same Christ-loving thing. So I don't know why people are acting, oh my God, Xbox is cooked and this and that. Like, bro, relax. All right. Because Sony is doing the same thing. Sony's been going through the same thing. So what? Sony is cooked too, I guess, because Sony's been shutting down studios left and friggin' right. I think people just type up these nonsense articles for clicks and make these dramatic freaking titles on YouTube for clicks. But the reality is this is every company, Valve, every company, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, everybody is feeling it. Everybody is hurting. This is nothing new, right? It matters on what do you do from here on out. You see what I'm saying? Like Sony, they know what they need to do. Apparently, they're trying to, we still don't even have a clear-cut answer on them pulling away from exclusives when it comes to, not exclusives, I meant like PC, putting their games on PC. We still don't have a clear-cut answer, right? But we've seen a little tad bit stuff here and there. And apparently they're wanting to go back to exclusives again. They have shut down so many freaking studios in the process of resetting, of rebranding, sunsetted a lot of freaking studios that I'm still freaking pissed about. You know what I mean? Sony Japan, Blue Point Games. You know what I'm saying? Like, freaking, all these other studios are in trouble at Sony right now. Naughty Dog. You know what I mean? They haven't produced a darn freaking thing. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much stuff going on right now. Sony Bend. We haven't gotten anything from them since 2019. There's all these freaking studios. Then we had the train wreck of Layoffs. Then we have all these freaking live service games getting canceled, right? Same thing with Xbox just recently. Turn 10 was like keeping their fingers crossed because apparently they were going to get shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like there were so much different things going on from both sides. You know what I mean? And so again, it matters on what are you going to do now? Because layoffs and stuff like that is going to continue to happen. It's just the way it is. Every company is going to have that. So I don't know why people are acting all surprised like this is news. It's not. You know what I mean? Layoffs happen every quarter. Let's just keep it $1.50. What Microsoft needs to do right now is, and which I'm hearing and I'm seeing right now, is that they are going to be cutting niche games or niche production. You know what I'm saying? Like niche productions, like those niche games and stuff. They're not going to waste time and money on that kind of stuff because really and truly, a lot of the niche stuff don't freaking sell. Look at Sony. Prime example. Look at, Saurus. You know what I mean? Look at Returnal. Those are kind of niche games. You see what I'm saying? And it worries me for Housemarque because Housemarque might be next. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these studios that are not big AAA.
My guess is Double Fine or Rare will be cut.
We'll see. We're going to get into that. There's a lot of Xbox studios that we're going to get into. And I'm not surprised. I'm not going to sit here and be fake and act like I'm surprised. I'm not. I'm really not surprised. And again, this is and the reason why I'm bringing up Sony is this is nothing new. It's across the industry. Everybody is getting cut. Everybody is getting shut down. Like it's not a beautiful time, guys. This is not, unicorns and rainbows and just watching the sun set and sitting in your chair and sipping on freaking whatever you're sipping on. Everybody is feeling it. Every company right now is feeling something. Right? Every company is feeling that negative impact. And this is why you see Sony make the decisions that they're making. Only focus on your big hitters. And that's what Microsoft is going to be doing. That's what they're saying they're going to be doing. I don't blame them. Gears, Forza, Halo, right? Focus on those friggin' games. Sea of Thieves make them a lot of money. You know what I mean? Focus on those games. Those are your money hitters. No doubt. You know what I mean? Fable, playground games. Playground games ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're making so much money for Microsoft at this point. They're one of the best, if not the best studio that Microsoft got right now next to the Coalition. And I mean, look at Forza Horizon 6. Living proof that you don't need another platform to sell. Living proof on what I always tell you guys. What did I tell y'all? Y'all don't listen to me. You don't listen to me at all. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all yesterday, it comes down to the games more than ever before. You put out garbage, you're going to get a garbage response. Nobody is going to sit there and invest their money and time into games that is not worth it. You see what I'm saying? And neither should Microsoft or Sony, because it's a waste of time. You invest in $80 million, $100 million into these friggin' games and nobody is buying them. That's just a waste of money, right? Sony has been doing that for years, right? Microsoft as well. So it's time to call a spade, man. You have to and again, this is why I have respect to some extent for Jim Ryan, because a lot of things that Jim Ryan did, during his time, it just, I don't know, some of the things that he was saying is so true, and like Jim Ryan, in the words of Jim Ryan, let the games do the talking. And so true, man. I just want to give a round of applause to Jim Ryan on that. Let the games do the talking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, listen, man, at the end of the day, that's really what brings us all together as gamers, is the games. Nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. It's the games. Always and forever will be the games. So Microsoft is really trying to do this. Asha knows what she needs to do. If you're really trying to be for the fans, if you're really trying to be for the gamers, if you're really trying to rebuild, you know what I'm saying? This is how you do it. You know what I mean? Because you already operating in a negative when it comes to your profit margin. I'm being for real. What's it, like 3% or something like that or less? That's not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's definitely not good. So your profit margins are not great. Microsoft when it comes to the Xbox brand is not doing good. And it's been like that for years. You see what I'm saying? It literally has been like that for years. And all the decisions that were made during Phil Spencer's time, Sarah Bond's time, short time, by the way. See, this is the cleaning up, similar to Jim Ryan. When Jim Ryan was in and Hiroki Gotoki had to come in and appointed 2 new CEOs. Don't act like you don't remember that, right? They had to literally clean up everything. Why are we spending so much money on this? Why did Spider-Man cost this much? Spider-Man 2 cost this much money. Why are we spending so much money on this? Okay, we need to cut back on. Same thing Sony has been doing. So why are we acting surprised all of a sudden? This is what these companies do, bro. You have investors, you have shareholders, you know what I'm saying? You have profit margins that you have to be hitting. If you're not hitting them profit margins, you got to cut. You got to trim the fat. That's all facts. You know it. I know it. You got to think like these businesses, bro. You got to think like a CEO. What would you do if you were operating into the negative? Are you going to operate into the negative forever? No, you ain't. Because you're going to lose your box side along with everything else that you have. So therefore, you're going to stand on business and try to figure out a way. Okay, maybe some of the things that we're going to have to cut, well, people are just not going to like it. You see what I'm saying? But you got to do what's best for you. I try to tell you guys, this is not a liking contest. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, you're not going to like a lot of things. I had to understand that my doggone self. You know what I'm saying? As somebody that runs a YouTube channel, like, it is no freaking joke, bro. Some months are great, some months ain't. Some years are great, some are not. It is what it is. It's either you're going to keep on going or you're just going to close. It's just the way it is. It's no hard feelings. It's just the reality. And sometimes people don't want to hear the hardcore truth, but it's a domino effect. It's a ripple effect, because a lot of people, they sit there and they say they want this game and they want that game and they want this and they want that. And when they finally get the freaking game, they don't buy it. They just don't buy it. You see what I'm saying? They just talk that talk. And a lot of people, all they do is talk. They just don't buy the games. They just don't play the games. Not even buy. They don't play. They don't even play the games. They just come on social media, get behind your little keyboard and they mouse and just talk a bunch of garbage. You know what I'm saying? And the reality is they don't even game. You know what I'm saying? They ask for this, ask for that. Sony gives you these games. You don't even play them. You know what I'm saying? You don't even freaking play these games. And then you cry. And then you fuss. And then you wah, wah, wah like a little baby when these games don't sell well. Blame yourself. Did you put anything on it? No, you did not. So why are you crying? Why are you upset? Why are you mad? When you're part of the freaking problem, because you ask for games, they give you the games, and then you don't play them. You know what I'm saying? So don't get mad.
Helix ain't coming. The return to FX box is a RIP.
We'll see about that. A little too soon, Junior. Thank you so much, Jeffrey, for the $2. A little bit too soon on that one. Let things calm down and simmer down before you start counting the eggs before they hatch. Now listen to me, man. Stop playing. All right. Let's be real. Let's talk. Let's be real, because we got a lot to talk. We got a lot to talk about. This is not a game. This is not a joke. Okay. Now, like I said before, some of us ask for these games and we don't play them. Right? Hey, you gonna buy Saurus? Saurus? Boy, get that out of here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing that. That's too hard. Are you gonna play Returnal? Nah. And please, Returnal? Ugh. Man, where the Last of Us at? Where the God of War at, bro? Where the Spider-Man at? Then when you get Spider-Man and God of War, you still friggin' complain. You know what I'm saying? People was over there whining and complaining about Ragnarok. Oh, man, it looked like this. It looked like that. Then you get Spider-Man 2. You're still friggin' complaining. You know what I'm saying? You get so tired. And I know these companies get so friggin' tired of people because all they do is whine and complain about every single freaking thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's okay to critique things and say things, but god dang, it's like I can't, bro. I can't.
Make our own destiny.
I can't.
That's because all they want is 2K, Fortnite, GTA, and Roblox.
Yep, and don't forget Madden. Don't forget Madden. Oh, you're forgetting about Madden. Don't forget Madden too. People just want the same stuff, man, over and over and over. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all, because I almost didn't stream today. So I appreciate y'all boys. Thank y'all. Listen, man. Like I said, it's sad, bro. It's sad because, you know, and again, same thing with Microsoft. We were just talking about Sony. Let's talk about Microsoft because they're headlining right now. And people talk about Xbox, and some people talking about they love Xbox, but at the same time, they don't buy the console. They don't buy the console. They don't even buy the friggin' games. Oh, no, I got Game Pass. You know what I'm saying? Then they unsubscribe from Game Pass. You know what I mean? It's just, like I said, man, it's everything, bro. It's every freaking thing. You know what I mean? It's like you wonder why things the way they are. Yes, obviously, yes, prices do go up. Yes. But even before the prices even went up, right? Yeah, man, I'm gonna get an Xbox for this game. I'm gonna get an Xbox for that game. Now, granted, you know, Microsoft, when it comes to the Xbox brand, haven't been the same. Everybody knows this already. So yeah, a lot of the blame is on Microsoft too, because look at how they were running the Xbox brand. You know what I'm saying? Like almost like clueless, like a deer in the headlight. You know, we want to be the biggest third-party publisher the world has ever seen. Blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the third. Yeah. We're starting off with 4 games. Then they start off with the 4 games. Then they did the whole catalog. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, we're not going to put a ring fence around any game. You know what I mean? When we all play, we all win. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, we're comfortable in 3rd place. All of that, putting out mediocre freaking games. You know what I mean? Redfall, buggy, glitchy mess. Let's be real. Let's call it for what it is. I told you guys I'm real. I don't have time for the nonsense. Now let's talk. I told y'all, let's talk. Look at Starfield, buggy, glitchy freaking mess at the time, right? And Phil Spencer was like, "Oh yeah, we need to do better." And "Oh yeah, dog, I need to be more hands-on." And sometimes I'm like wondering, like, what the heck is Phil doing? That's what I'm saying. All the nonsense that was going on when Phil was in, this is it, bro. This is all the garbage and trash that's been in the ocean that's now piling up at the show floor. You see what I'm saying? Everything is piling up now. You know what I'm saying? And now you got to clean it up.
Crackdown 3.
Yeah, Crackdown 3 was not good. Again, prime example of putting out games that nobody cares for. You see what I'm saying? Making games, again, so you see, on both sides. It's on both sides. You know what I mean? It's like you're listening, but you're really not listening. You know what I'm saying? You're just really not listening. You're just doing whatever you want to do. Just wing it. And this is what happens. Like yesterday, for instance, me and my wife, we was doing some early celebrations for my daughter's birthday. So we were at this resort early yesterday when I ended the stream, and we was watching the game. We was watching the Knicks versus the Spurs, and these fools were up by 30 points. I was so freaking upset. And Wembenyama and just what's Castle? They just throwing alley hoops, and what are you doing? So stupid and foolish. You're in the finals, bro. What the heck are you doing? It's the same thing right now in this console space. What are you doing? Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to you got to have the eye of the tiger. You have to be focusing on what's important, right? And it's making great games. As long as you put out great games, history has taught us when you put out great games and great experiences that people solely desire, they'll buy it. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes too, you can have great games out there and people still don't buy it. So it's I don't know. It's like all over the place. But I will say, with the things that are happening right now with Microsoft, right, and Asha, and they're trying to, do a complete 180. They're trying to fix Xbox, right? Stuff like this is going to happen. Some studios might get shut down. You know what I'm saying? There might be massive layoffs because new management, new rules. You know what I mean? Hey, we got to cut. We got to trim the fat. We don't have the budget for this anymore. So you got to lay off people. It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So again, moving forward, I can see a well-oiled machine when it comes to the Xbox brand moving forward, because they're hitting the reset button right now. And it's almost as if like Microsoft right now in this current moment, I need you to pay attention to what I'm saying. They're literally restarting basically from scratch in this generation right now. It's like Microsoft is going back to 2001. It feels like that. It's like all the screw ups and F ups and all this, right? It's like they're resetting, going back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? That's what's happening. So it's not going to be smooth. It's not. There's going to be chaos before things calm down. You see what I'm saying? And so I do believe that the Xbox brand can be saved. I do believe that Microsoft knows what they need to do to really do this. If you really want to say, oh, we're doing exclusives and this and that, you know what you need to do. Look at Capcom. Let's take a page out of Capcom's book right quick. Why do you think Capcom is so great right now? They're more successful than ever before. Why do you think that? Because they are focusing on franchises that they know will do well. They're focusing on their major franchises. Pay attention to what I'm saying. That's exactly, it's not rocket science, bro. It's not hard for your brain to figure it out. Look, why do you, Capcom is firing off on all cylinders. Everything Capcom touches right now is turning to gold. Literally. For a reason. Because they understand, they get it. They know what they got to do. Capcom has no problems right now. They're a well-oiled machine. Was it always this good? No. You understand? So you have to buckle down and understand, okay, if we're really going to do this is why I laugh so hard sometimes within myself, because Microsoft and Sony a lot of times are tripping because you know exactly what you need to do. Look at what Capcom is doing. Y'all have franchises, games that people have been asking for years, right? You can reboot franchises. You can start up new franchises within the realm of those existing franchises, right? If you're so scared of those franchises not working anymore, like Sony be saying, oh yeah, Killzone, we're done with that. Come on, you should know what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? You have new audiences. Who knows what a Killzone would do today? Who knows what a MechAssault would do today? Or a Scalebound. Come on, follow with me. Resistance. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation Battle Royale. Come on, wake up, y'all. Some of y'all boys are still friggin' sleeping, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like all these franchises, bro. You know what I mean? Like on the Microsoft side of things, there are so many. Crash and freaking what's that game? Banjo-Kazooie and all these games that were canceled during the Xbox One generation. Scalebound, bro. You know, bring those games. Perfect Dark. Bring those games back and do them right. Do them well. And the numbers will speak for themselves. You know what I mean? When you put in the work, this is what you get. And so with that being said, let's talk about it, because we got a lot of ground to cover today, and it's not looking too good with this rebuilding process. But again, I'm not surprised. So we're going to talk about the whole Xbox resetting idea right now, because Microsoft is just hitting that reset button. And there's a lot of things that came out.
Capcom not owned by anyone is why they can do that.
Well, yes and no. I also think that regardless of you being owned by anyone or not, you still can do it. You still can pull some strings and make some things happen. That's excuses. I don't want to hear that. That's excuses. I'm sorry. That's excuses to me. Because you can still do whatever investors and shareholders want you to do, and then you can also do what your fans are asking you to do. So I don't want to hear that. That's excuses. And that's the excuses that these companies make. You know, is they come up with these, oh yeah, we can't do this. Yeah, you can. You just don't want to. And then who ends up suffering in the end? Us. Yeah. Because we get what we get, and hence why we're getting these games that most of you guys don't want to play. So all I'm hearing is excuses. You know what I mean? That's all I'm hearing is excuses. It's like, where are the fan service? Like I get the whole shareholders and investors, but what's up with the fans? We're not important too? I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. Nonsense we're talking. Okay? Nonsense. You can do it. You just don't want to do it. If you're taking risks on nonsense games that nobody wants to play, no, let's talk, because you guys are not getting it. You're wasting $300, $200, $150 million on these games. Not an
excuse for the studio. They need approval.
Listen, bro. Listen. Sony, Microsoft, they have to greenlit these games before the studio can do any kind of work. They have to approve of the funds.
Remember, wait for E3? Disappointment after disappointment. Don't get your hopes up. Lower expectations.
E3. Wait for E3. Yeah. I remember that. Wait for E3. That sounds familiar. Yep. I remember that conversation. Wait for E3. Wait for E3. I remember that. So listen, bro, they don't care. The long and short of it is they don't freaking care. Skillful says none of us here even knows what that means. He said we're not in the boardroom. No, none of us are in the boardroom. But what I'm saying is all I'm hearing is excuses. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these companies, they like to make excuses and they wonder why they have massive failure. What's up, millionaire gaming and reactions? What's up? We wonder why we have massive failures on our hands. You know what I mean? We wonder why we have, what's that game called again? Suicide Squad. We wonder why we have, what Concord, you know what I mean? Marathon, all these freaking games. These are the kind of games that, that people need to get hype about, For Loop, all these kind of games that most people look at, what was that game called again? From the Game Awards last year. What was it called again? From Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley was talking. What was that game? Can y'all remind me again? Games like that. I think it was a live service game, and that game just DOA'd just like that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. People are just not freaking listening. These companies are not listening. They just want to do what they want to do. So High Guard, thank you. Who said that? Me World, High Guard. Thank y'all. Thank you guys. High Guard. What kind of, nobody is asking for those kind of games. Nobody is asking for those kind of games. High Guard, Concord, all this nonsense.
No, the FGC is helping Capcom and Street Fighter Re.
Man, Capcom is doing so great right now, bro. I'm happy for them. What do I need to apologize about for yesterday? Because what is Mike Johnson? What do I need to apologize for? Because I don't know. I've already talked to you guys yesterday towards the end of the stream, and I don't know what do we need to apologize for? Like, I'm not understanding what was said that was I'm guessing completely wrong. Well, I mean, I'm not understanding, because the thing that I noticed with a lot of people is that people are very sensitive. And I've always said, I mean, no harm to anybody, no disrespect to anybody. I'm not here to disrespect anybody. We're here to talk about video games. And sometimes, I might have a strong opinion on something, or, I might be, diving head deep first into these topics and stuff, but no disrespect to anybody. So what the heck do I have to apologize to anybody about anything for? Like, what am I apologizing for? Please help me understand. Oh, come on, man. You're a millionaire, bro. How are you going to tell me you spitting on what? I don't have that. Spitting hot fire. Yeah, nah, bro. Nah, that's cap. Okay. You're a millionaire. Relax, bro. Relax. Anyways, I just wanted to clear the air on that, because I don't know what the heck people are expecting me to, apologize for. Anyways, let's get back on course. Like I said, this fake millionaire. I can't with y'all. This is very interesting, guys, and we're going to talk about it right now. We have a lot of ground to cover here, and there was also a new interview.
Marlon, you hurt these PS cheerleaders' feelings. Smiley face emoji.
Hey, Enzo, you never tell a lie, bro. Man, listen, bro. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, bro. I'm just here to talk about video games. That's it, bro. I'm just passionate about video games. I just want to talk about video games, and that's it. That's it. Like, nothing more, nothing less. I'm just here to talk about games. I love what I do here. So, anybody want to sit there and get all sensitive and, crying and all this, come on, man, toughen up. You know what I mean? It's all love at the end of the day. We all talking about video games. Just cheer up, take a chill pill, relax. It's all good. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck are we getting mad about? Come on. All right, let's get back on course. See, this is how we get derailed.
We tried to warn you, Xbox is going to disappoint like always. We choose PS for a reason. IMS is a trash company. 3RD/4TH reset in 2
Here we go.
years, Marlon.
Here we go. Here you see, this is why. Oh, stay on topic, man. Hey, gaming and reactions. You a multi-millionaire, man. Come on. This is easy work for you, man. This is easy work for you, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't need me. Gaming and reactions, you don't need me, bro. Come on. Now, back on course. Listen, man. Listen to me. We tried to warn you Xbox is going to disappoint. No. Listen, let me say this. YJ, let me say this. Give Microsoft a chance. Microsoft is rebooting right now. Just like when you reset your console when you start having issues, no different. Just like you hit the reset button on your PC, no different. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys.
Here comes Sony Defense Force.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Hands up, Marlon. Hands up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Here comes the Sony Defense Force. Listen, man. I feel like real gamers will be understanding. I feel like real gamers will look at this and say, you know what? Sony went through this. They went through it during the PS3 generation. They went through it during this generation. Why can't we show the same love to Microsoft? That's guys, I love y'all. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not all doom and gloom. Like, Microsoft is hitting the reset button. They're going back to exclusives. They brought back FanFest. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different things. They reworked the achievements. Like, they're listening more to the fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the quality of their games have gotten better over time. They have more studios. They have higher quality game. You see what I'm saying? Like, give them a chance. Even if you're a PlayStation fan, give them a chance, bro. Yeah, Gaming and Reactions, you don't need me, bro. Hey, Gaming and Reactions, I was trying to message you back for what you said to me on Twitter. And when I was trying to message you back on Twitter, I don't know, something about you have to update your Twitter or something. I don't know, whatever. But back on course. Give them a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, give them a chance. Everybody's saying, oh, Helix is DOA. Look, it ain't looking too good for PlayStation 6 either. It's not looking too good for PlayStation 6. You know what? Let's do this the right and proper way. Let's get into the news and then we'll talk about all the other miscellaneous stuff. Okay? They will talk about all the other miscellaneous stuff, but PlayStation 6 ain't looking too good either. There's absolutely zero hype. PlayStation 6, when it does come out, who knows? Is it going to be that much different from a PS5 Pro? And you're probably going to be paying over $1,000 for a PlayStation 6, right? So again, look at it from both perspectives, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, people are just like, oh, well, this, Helix is DOA and this and that, blah, blah, blah. But let's stay on course. Let's stay on topic. All right. So let's talk about these Xbox, the big Xbox reset, because, Asha Sharma put out a memo, a large, massive memo, you know what I mean, yesterday to everybody. All right. At Microsoft. And listen, we got to talk about this right now, because a lot of this stuff is the road to redemption, and a lot of this stuff is an eye opener. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I mean? This is the Triz. What's up, man? I haven't seen Triz in a long time. What's up, Triz? Great to see you. Know what it is. Said 300% increase in components in 2027 confirmed. Yeah, dude. It's bro, this is no joke. We might not get Helix until like 2028, 2029. At the rate, I mean, if listen, Let me put a timestamp on all this.
They want this channel to be PS only, sad little creatures, they don't get it.
Yeah, no.
Hard-headed,
And it's
no
not going to
brains,
be.
rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
It's not
Smiley
going to
face
be.
emoji.
It's not going to be that. Love you too. Love you too. Gaming the reaction. Love you too, my brother. Said that was love. It says the status quo with us. We good. Love you, man. Love you. You know, I always love you, man. You're great. You're a great guy, man. You always been supporting the channel since day one. So great to see you, man. Listen, hope the wife and the kids are doing great. Love you, man. Appreciate y'all boys. Now listen to me. Listen to me. That's not Enzo. That's not going to be the case. You know what I'm saying?
Marlon do more backflips than a you-know-who.
Oh, okay, bro. Okay. Yeah. Because I'm not bowing down to the agenda. I'm not bowing down to the agenda of the Sony ponies. Listen, this is a gaming and technology channel. First and foremost, this will hey, thank you so much for the jewels, my brother. Who is that? D Tower. Thank you. And I have to get to that Goku. Let me get to that Goku real quick. So we had a $2 A from Nico Hero. Thank you for the $2. Thank y'all for showing love to my man Goku. Says, I think Hellblade devs should go, if anyone. I hope they keep up the Game Pass game output. I really enjoy the offering. Yeah, I think they're gonna still. Thank you so much for that, though, my brother. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 2 Goku. I appreciate that. Honestly, I do think, Nico, to answer that, I think that they're still going to do that, you know. Now, in terms of Ninja Theory, I don't think Ninja Theory is going anywhere. Because apparently Hellblade 2 did pretty good, right? Or it did decent enough to where they did not have to shut them down. And we're getting Senua. We're getting a whole new Senua game. You know what I mean? So, again, I don't think Ninja Theory is going anywhere. But now we're gonna dial into everything here. All right. So no worries. I got y'all. All right. So let's get right into it. So let's talk about Xbox hitting that reset button, meaning some massive layoffs happening and some studio closures potentially. All right. So let's get right into it. So we have a lot of ground to cover. So let's go. Let's start off the rip here with what's being said right now. All right. So this is a major reset, and shout outs to my man Shinobi602 for basically summarizing this bad boy. So it's a little bit more easier for us to understand. So basically Xbox plans major reset at the company going forward as the business falls under strain. So basically, excluding Activision, Xbox has lost roughly $500 million in revenue per year over the past 5 years. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. $500 million in the negative. Are we paying attention right now? $500 million. I need y'all focused right now. I need you boys to be focused. I need my level-headed boys up in here to chime in on this. $500 million that's a lot of money. $500 million per year over the past 5 years. So year over year for the past 5 years, they lost $500 million excluding Activision. Bro, that is not good. That is definitely not good. You know what I'm saying? That is definitely not good, right? And then the next bullet point is we'll end the fiscal year at what? -3% profitability.
Marlon said it's different. They can take a loss.
Well, to do what they need to do, which that's been the case right here. That's been the case for the past 5 years. For the past 5 years, that's been the case, right? And now they're like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? We've been losing way too much money. So now they want to do something about it. But that's what I'm telling you. If this was Sony, they would have went under, completely would have went under if this was Sony. Losing this much money, Sony would have closed shop. Shop would have closed down. You see what I'm saying? So look at that profitability right there, right? And then that -3% profitability down year over year. That's not good. That's your baseline right there. That's not good. And then here's the other bigger problem. Prices for console storage components will be 5 times what they were last fall. So in other words, your box side burn you like a pepper. Because now some people who want these newer gen consoles, you're going to pay a premium. If you want that shiny new Helix, if you want that shiny new PlayStation 6, it's going to cost you. I told y'all. You see what she's saying here? Prices for console storage components, which we should already freaking know about this, right? Will be 5 times what they were last fall. My God, help us. Now, the next bullet point. Xbox has been impacted more greatly, air quotes, more greatly, right, than many of their peers due to the choice made in the past 5 years. Under Phil Spencer's leadership. Oh, it's all about Game Pass. I'm telling you, Game Pass is a lot of this stuff right here operated, and Game Pass is biting them in the rear. This is it, because people are not buying the games. You think about it. You're funding all these studios, right? And you're funding all these games, and then they go into Game Pass and there's no freaking return. Think about that. You're operating in the freaking negative. There's barely any profitability because nobody is going out. Why do you think that they pull? Pay attention to what I'm saying. Why do you think they pull Call of Duty out of Game Pass? Why? Because it's not profitable. You see, there's your evidence. They lost over $300 million, guys. Over $300 million.
To go. Even
you see what I'm saying?
Beyond.
So, Anonymous! What?
Per year, in the red exclusively.
Yo! Oh my God! God bless you, bro! Jasmine Karen! Oh my God! Yo! Bro! Yo! Shout outs to my man Gaming and Reactions, man. Wow, dude. That is the biggest Goku that we have had in probably about 4 or 5 months. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, my brother. God bless you, man. Oh my God, dog. Wow, was not expecting that, dog. Thank you, man. Man, drop a 100. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gaming and Reaction. God bless you, man, and the family and the wife. We appreciate you, my brother, dropping that 100 on us. Let's go. Appreciate you, brother. Now listen to me. Listen to me. He said, I thought Goku had died. Yeah, man, we got little to no. We've been operating in the red when it comes to Goku, like month on month. Like we ain't getting nothing in Goku. And I say, you know what? It's all good. You know what I mean? But God bless you, my brother. God bless Gaming and Reactions, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, bro. That's why I'm telling you, you gotta, show respect to people, man, and take care of people because, God will bless you. Shout out to my brother. Thank you so much for your blessing, man. God bless you and your family. Thank you. Listen to me, man. Listen, again, Game Pass. You see what I'm saying? Game Pass. It is one of the main root cause of this crap. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Game Pass. What else? We didn't have no price hikes during the pandemic. Let's be real. We had component shortages. Right? Like we had factories closing down and stuff like that, and the factories couldn't make enough and this and that, right? And then companies had to scramble and stuff like that. It's Game Pass, bro. Game Pass this is what's biting Microsoft in the rear because they're getting all these day one games. Guys, you have to remember, these games cost millions of dollars to make. Right? You put that into a subscription service. People subscribe to Game Pass, unsubscribe after they finish playing the game. They don't buy no microtransactions. They don't pay for anything else. Think about what I'm saying, guys. This is one of the main root cause. You see what I'm saying? This is exactly what I'm talking about. And then you're losing $500 million a year. I wonder why. I'm not surprised, because you're going around, you're funding all these freaking studios, right? It costs money to fund these games. And then you put them in Game Pass, and then you lose subscribers. People, you know what I mean? People don't have interest. So again, now look at this. Following up on what I'm saying. Pay attention to what I'm saying now. Following up on the impact that happened, you know what I'm saying, for the past 5 years. The next bullet point is need new business models. Why all of a sudden do we need new business models? Guess what? Heads up. The old business model that we had before was not working. Cannot work anymore. Because if we keep on, every screen is an Xbox. You see what I'm saying? Every single game is gonna go to other platforms. Keep putting everything in the Game Pass.
Top shelf big mouth. He think he know business.
Oh Lord, come on! Don't call out Top Shelf, man. Oh my God, here we go now. Come on, Michael Peer. Don't start nothing, man. Come on, man. This man out here stirring the pot. Come on, man. It's all love. Listen, man. It's all love, man. Don't do that to my man Top Shelf, dog. You see, now you about to start drama, man. Come on, Michael Peer, man. Come on, man. It's all love, man. Don't do my boy like that. That's my boy right there. Come on, man. All right. So listen to me now, because some of y'all talking nonsense. Listen to me now, right? All of a sudden now, we need a new business model. You know, we need a new, you see what I'm saying? Why all of a sudden now you need new business models? Guess what? Because when Phil Spencer was running the ship, none of that can work now. Some of that stuff has to just be severed. Like, nah, bro, we're gonna go bankrupt. We gonna go Titanic. We gonna go under. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can't work. And then look at what she said. And partnerships for hardware. So partnerships, come on, pay attention. Asus, they got a big partnership with Asus with the Xbox Ally X. Again, pay attention to what I'm saying. You have all these other companies that Microsoft likes to partner up with, right? And then they're saying they want to be committed to Helix. So Microsoft they still want to be committed to Helix, but at the same time, they also know that a lot of people don't have money to spend thousands of dollars. In the words of Asha Sharma, a lot of people don't have thousands of dollars to invest into hardware. Heck, Microsoft don't even seem like they have thousands of dollars to be sitting here, shoving into the Helix, and then it don't freaking sell or whatever, or they don't make a profit or whatever the case may be. So again, this is real. This is happening right now. And obviously the Helix, from what we understand, that thing is going to be a monster. You know what I mean? That thing is going to be stupid expensive if it's literally on par with a 5080. We've been hearing for years, you know what I'm saying? Oh, ever since my man, let me give proper sourcing. Moore's Law is dead. When he talked about the APU for the PS6, when he talked about the APU for the Magnus, aka Helix, you know what I'm saying? And it's supposed to be on par with a 5080. That's not going to be cheap.
No game comes close to making what Game Pass makes.
Okay. No game comes close to what Game Pass makes, but at the same time, you have to look at the bigger picture here. When you're doing Game Pass, you're playing a fool's game. Because again, you see what just happened to them recently? I don't think you pay attention. You see what happened to them? They raised the price of Game Pass and then it bite them in the backside. You see what they had to do? They had to pivot and pull Call of Duty from freaking Game Pass to make it a standalone game so that you can go out there and buy it. So again, Game Pass cannot be the end all be all thing like it used to be. It's the games and making these games stand on their own 2 feet and sell on their own 2 feet in order to drive more sales to the console. Because truth be told, most people, how many people out there buying, a console for Game Pass? Well, I guess you can say, well, Marlon, Series S. Well, maybe, yeah, Series S. And maybe there might be some people out there that bought, Series X's for Game Pass. But that's not the wide majority of people. That's not everybody. You see what I'm saying?
All you saying right now, I've been told you about it, but I was called a fanboy. Lol, Xbox want exclusive fine, but Game Pass cannot get day one release. That's bad.
Listen, bro. Game Pass, listen. Game Pass can still get exclusives, but not everything. That's what I'm saying. Similar to how Microsoft pulled Call of Duty from Game Pass. Some games are just going to be, you're going to just have to go out there and buy it day one, full price, $70. And then some of them are just going to be in Game Pass. Game Pass I'm not saying Game Pass is going to be non-existent. Game Pass will continue to be a thing. You have to remember, we are in the rebuilding process. Remember what she just said. I don't think some of y'all are paying attention, right? Rebuilding, coming up with new business models. They're going to have new tiers. They're rebooting everything. They're resetting everything, guys. So again, don't be surprised moving forward in Microsoft. Yeah, we're still going to do day one games, but it might not be the games that you guys are expecting. Like the big hitters like Gears, Forza, and Halo. Microsoft might want you to go out there and spend $70, and I don't blame them. Carry a box side out there and go buy the game for $70. Similar to Sony. So let's finish this up and let's talk. The next bullet point is this. Xbox is overextended. In other words, they're getting pulled in all freaking different directions at this point. After expanding the amount of first-party studio. You see this? This is also another thing. Sitting up here, buying up all these freaking studios. Remember? And then some of these freaking studios, same thing with Sony, buying up all these freaking studios and then overextending yourself, and then your box side bun you like a pepper. Now, similar to Sony with the whole Bungie situation, now you got to sit there and, oh man, I regret this. And why are you regretting it now? Why are you regretting spending $4 billion? You are your own worst enemy. You're the one that's going over there buying everything at wholesale prices, buying everything up by the bulk, buying up all these freaking studios. And then when stuff hits the fan, now you want to pull out the plug. Now you want to cut the cord. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to pump the brakes now because your numbers ain't looking right. And you've been operating in the negative for the past 5 freaking years. This is rough, guys. This is not good. This is none of this stuff that I'm reading right now. This is not good. This is bad. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe in redemption. I do believe that anybody can redeem themselves. Microsoft can do it. Asha seems like she has a clear understanding of what it's going to take to get there. You see what I'm saying? Like this is not how you continue to operate a friggin' business and have a very successful one. Sony had to do that same thing recently. And I was sitting there and I'm just like, oh my God, here we freaking go. Now, the next bullet point is this. Need to reassess the balance, right? In investment priorities for the next 5 years. You know what that means? I'm going to break it down for y'all. In other words, Microsoft, the Xbox brand, is going to carefully go comb through. That's my terminology I always like to use. Comb through everything with a fine teeth comb. You see what I'm saying? They're going to be very cautious now in the next 5 years. In the next 5 years, we're going to have the Helix. You see what I'm saying? We're going to have a whole new generation. You can't be sitting out there acting like an idiot and buying up every freaking thing and just buying up any studio just because you're Microsoft. No, you got to be careful what you're doing because all you're doing is picking up paperweight. You're picking up studios and publishers that ain't doing nothing for you and make you operating in the freaking red. You see what I'm saying? You not because you're Microsoft and you're $1 trillion company don't mean you need to go to the flea market and buy up every freaking stall you see, buy up every single thing. No, it just does not work that way. You got to be smart with the money. You see what I'm saying? That's the main ordeal here that I need people to understand, like how Microsoft was operating back then and how they're trying to operate now. Yeah, whole different ball game. Now you got to play the ball game differently. Now you were careless doing turnovers, missing layups and jump shots. Well, now you got to make sure you making those layups, making those jump shots, and making those free throws if you want to win the freaking game. Period. Am I right? Am I wrong? You guys know what I'm saying to be true, bro. You can be careless. How you going to expect to win? How are you going to expect to win? You can't be out here shooting bricks and missing layups and free throws, doing stupid alley hoops off the backboard like it's a street ball game. Nah, bro. You want to win a ring, right? You want to get a trophy, right? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the way. This is how you got to do it. So the last bullet point is this: we'll evolve and rebuild our stack. Oh my God. You see that? You know what this means, right? You know what this means, right? I'm going to break it down for y'all boys. We'll evolve and rebuild our stack and look at compatibilities across all of Xbox and potential M&A to help us win in hardware. You see that? Okay. Keyword win.
So no more Helix, I Need You song?
Nah, bro. Nah. Wait, who donated that? Zilla? Nah. I mean, if you guys don't want it, then it ain't gonna be a thing. You guys are the boss, man. You guys are the boss. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the employee. You know what I'm saying? You guys are the employer. I'm the employee. So again, if you don't want that song, then hey, we're just not gonna do it. I ain't gonna do nothing that you guys don't want to do. All right. So, again, now pay attention to what I'm saying. So, keyword win in hardware. Microsoft wants to freaking win, right? Against Sony. Sony's been winning for years, bro. And it ain't even just in hardware. It's also PC, mobile, and streaming. They want to win across the board, right? And so, again, guys, this is not a joke. You see this? Next 100 days, Xbox reset. This is a massive message from Asha and Matt. You know what I mean? That was published yesterday. This is going over every friggin' thing. You see what I'm saying? That's going on right now. Look at this. All these different bullet points, right? Number one, over 1 billion players choose to play Xbox and our games each year, for a total of 72 billion hours across console, PC, mobile, and streaming, excluding much of China and a few other properties. Our franchises are also among the largest and most beloved globally. And now, obviously, breaking records in TV.
ABK so big even Sony can't go exclusive.
Ah, man, they box side burn them like a pepper. You know what I'm saying? And look, pay attention. I need y'all to pay attention. This is the memo here. You see what I'm saying? This is the memo here. So they talk about breaking records in TV and film, and going forward, our competition is attention. There are more great games and TV series and franchises and creators and content formats and apps and etc. than ever before. Which they ain't lying about that. You got more competition than ever. So in other words, keep your head on a swivel. All right, let's keep it pushing. Number 2, we will end this fiscal year at about 3% accountability margin, down year over year. That's not good, boys. That's not good, boys. Excluding Activision Blizzard King over the past 5 years. We have spent over $20 billion on ongoing investments in our content platform and hardware subsidy. Are you guys paying attention? But our annual revenue has declined nearly $500 million during that time. So in other words, them Boxside was burning them like pepper during that time frame, and still burning them now, because now they got to figure out something quick and they got to pivot quick. So going forward, you see what she said? Going forward, this cannot continue. In other words, this can't happen.
Side bone you like a pepper.
Bonya like a pepper, my brother. Yes, gaming with Bucks. Bonya like a pepper. All right. Let's talk about Helix. You see Helix in the title. We ain't clickbaiting your boys. We're going to be talking about this because right now, we got to talk about this. You know what I mean?
I think Usha was made CEO to get Xbox hikey.
I see a lot of people having different theories and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of crazy, man. Zilla, it's kind of crazy right now. You know what I'm saying?
And I thought Xbox was $1 trillion company.
Yeah, but Microsoft as a whole, they listen, they only can give Xbox so much money to operate. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, Microsoft as a whole, like, they have other things, Windows and, you know, cloud and mobile and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they have a lot of other things to worry about and a lot of investments and stuff. So the Xbox brand only got but so much in terms of budget to do whatever, you know, studios, whatever, hardware, whatever. So look at this. This is the hardcore truth that y'all need to hear. Number 3, we are in a hardware component crisis. Pay attention, guys. When I joined as CEO in February, the price we paid for console storage components was over 2 times as high as we paid last fall. These costs have since doubled again. This is not good, guys, for Helix. This is not good. And as we plan for 2027 holiday season, we expect another significant increase. So Helix, this is not good for Helix. This is not good. For those of us that want that Helix, this is not good. If Microsoft comes out with this thing, be it as powerful as the way the leaks are saying that it's supposed to be, it's going to be stupid expensive. And a lot of people are going to get priced out. All right, let's continue with what I'm saying. These costs have since doubled again. And as we plan for the 2027 holiday season, we expect another significant increase, taking us over 5 times the price we paid only 2 years earlier. So in other words, you clot bone you know, because right now, if if 5 times, this is not good. This thing is going to be, if they continue with this Helix at the way the leaks are saying, this thing is going to be ridiculous expensive and nobody's going to be able to afford it. Like, honestly, because they're talking about, you know, storage components and all this kind of stuff and memory costs and all this kind of stuff. This is not good. Again, same rules apply to Sony too. Sony is in the same hot water like Microsoft. You know what I mean? Coming out with these new gen consoles. I'm going to also give y'all a reality shortly after this. A reality that y'all don't want to hear.
Get ready for Fire Stick Helix.
Oh,
Smiley
man.
face emoji.
Oh, man. You know what? Get ready. Listen to me. Get ready to hug your PS5 and your Series X and whatever other components you have, other systems you have right now, and say, thank you, Lord, I'm satisfied. Because who knows, this generation might be extended further than a lot of people are expecting. I'm just being for real. Because she talking about 5 times the price that they paid earlier 2 years ago. This is not good. This is not good. And this, like I said, it's not just the Helix. It's also the PlayStation 6 as well. So, memory costs have followed a broadly similar trajectory, right? And while the entire industry is facing a components crisis, we believe we have been impacted more greatly than many of our peers. So they're saying, besides Sony and Nintendo, Microsoft is saying that they're more impacted than Sony themselves. Oh boy. Basically what they're saying. Due to the choices we made over the last half decade. So so the stupid decisions that were made 5 years ago, in other words, let's break it down for you, biting them in the rear. The choices that Phil Spencer basically was making, right? And previous leadership in the over 5 years, which is Phil Spencer, is biting them in the rear. That's basically what she's saying. Now, we are currently unable to make as many consoles. This is so sad, bro. This is so sad. You hear? Pay attention to this last portion right here. Pay attention to your boy. We are currently unable to make as many consoles as players want to buy. And we need a new business model and partnerships for hardware as we remain committed to Helix. So they're still going to remain. You said it's because they reduce console production and contracts. Bro, everybody has their contracts in place with AMD and stuff like that. But again, a lot of the decisions and choices that were made 5 years ago is now biting Xbox in the rear right now, because a lot of money got spent it shouldn't have been the case. Money shouldn't have been spent that kind of way, but it did. And now this is what we got. Number 4, look at this. Ooh, some people ain't gonna want to hear this. We expanded our studio system when we needed a pipeline of content to meet multiple strategies across subscription, streaming, and devices. In the process, we have found ourselves overextended as we executed on changing strategies in a landscape of more readily available content. We are the fortunate stewards of industry-defining franchises that have enormous potential and player demand, but we have not adequately funded them to compete and win. Oh, stop right there. Sounds very familiar, right? With the whole Sony versus Microsoft situation. Remember the nonsense that Phil Spencer was saying? Oh, yeah, the biggest generation to lose was the PS4 generation. But then coming into this generation, this man just said, oh, yeah, we're okay with being in third place. No, you should not be okay in third place. Hence why we had nonsense. Why the heck did my PS5 Pro turned on? Hey, PS5 Pro, turn off and mind your business. PS5 Pro, I was not talking to you, bro. Turn off. This man just turned on for no reason. Bro, turn off. Yo, you deaf? Turn off, bro. The heck he just turned on? He just turned on randomly. Bro, I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about Sony. I said Sony. I didn't say PS5 Pro. Mind your bit. Turn off, bro. Turn off. What the heck is going on? Bro, turn off. What the heck is going on? Mind your business. What the heck are you turning on for, bro? The heck? The freak, mind your business. The heck is going on right now? Lord have mercy.
3% Microsoft would do better profit in a long-term savings accounting at 4.5%.
Yep.
It's sad.
It's sad, bro. It's sad, dog. It's sad. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's weird. The PS5 Pro just turned on while I'm talking, and what the heck is going on? The freak is this? Haunted, man. The PS5 Pro is cursed. You're for real though. Like no cap. What the heck? All right. It just turned back on again. What the bro, the controller is right here. What is going on? Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. I I had to literally go in um go in my wife's room, and my daughter had one of my old controllers. My daughter had my controller, bro. My old God of War control. I'm like, what the heck? The controller is behind me. How the heck all of a sudden, I'm talking about Sony, the PS5 Pro just turned on.
Sony turning your PlayStation on like listen here.
I was literally about to freak out. I'm like, how? And then the stuff is moving, but I forgot that I left this in our bedroom, and my daughter is in there. And I was like, what the? I told my wife, I was like, what the heck is going on? Why is the PS5 Pro on while I'm streaming? My wife is in the room laughing, thinking it's funny. And I'm like, babes, I'm over here doing a stream and my freaking PS5 Pro turned on. She's laughing at this point. Like, I'm like, bro, come on. Like, I can't even know heart attacks right now, man. Sorry about that, guys. Let me turn this thing off. God, this is crazy, bro. That was really funny. My daughter has the freaking controller. So yeah. So like I was sorry, guys. So I'm so sorry about that. So like I was saying, man, you know, shout out to my man with the $5 donation earlier. Like, for real, he said, Seth says at 3%, Microsoft would do better profit in a long-term savings account at 4.5%. Yeah, man, it's sad, bro. And you see what's going on now. You know what I'm saying?
Asha is giving a reality check for the entire gaming industry.
Yep.
Absolutely no one is indifferent.
Yep.
No one. You think it's expensive now. Just wait.
Duh, you box-side bonio like a pepper. You already know, Mark. You already know. You think it's expensive now? I've been telling people like, yo, gaming is about to get real expensive. People thinking, oh, PlayStation 6 is going to be $500. No, it ain't. No, it ain't going to be $500 freaking dollars. It's going to be way more. It's going to be costing way freaking more. Yeah, Marty, my daughter, she is something else. My daughter over there messing with my controller, bro. So it's gonna cost way more. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, like, but again, you see what she just said? But we have not adequately funded them to compete and win. I wonder why. Because for the past 5 years, you know, they've been doing all this crazy stuff. Microsoft been doing all this crazy stuff. You know what I mean? These crazy decisions. I always feel like
somebody's watching me.
Oh my God. Michael Jackson, bro.
Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Hey, it's all facts. It's all facts, bro. It's all facts, Brandon. It's all facts. Now, listen to this part. At the same time as we saw this past weekend at Showcase, a reliable pipeline of first and third party exclusives. Wait a minute. Highlight. Hold on. Whoa, you see this? Third party exclusives. This is something that I saw a lot of people been talking about, that Microsoft is going to be diving into third party exclusives. This is something that they haven't been doing for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like they're trying to buckle up and do more third-party exclusives. If you pay attention to the show, I'm telling you guys, Microsoft is essentially going to be doing what Sony's been doing for years, all over again. Microsoft did this, but like a while back. They had a few little third-party exclusive stuff here and there, but not as much as Sony. You see what I'm saying? So if you pay attention, at this weekend showcase, a reliable pipeline of first and third party exclusives and new IP are critical to our success. So you see, this is going to be the breadwinner. Basically what she's saying is, listen, the games, the first and the third party exclusives and new IPs are going to be critical for Xbox's success moving forward. I couldn't agree more. And she ended up saying, too, we need to reassess the balance between these, our investment priorities for the next 5 years. So in other words, no more bullcrap investments. You see what I'm saying? And now moving forward, which we already had covered portion of this right now, basically current, platform infrastructure is not built for the battle ahead. Our systems are overly complex, spanning hundreds of dependencies, which hinders our ability to move fast.
Why would Dev give exclusive to lower install base?
You said, why would Dev give exclusive to lower install base? Look, bro. Look, listen, we are again, Danielle, we are rebuilding. We are rebuilding right now. That's the end of the memo from Asha and Matt. We are rebuilding right now. We are in the rebuilding process. You see what I'm saying? We are in the rebuilding process right now. So again, similar to Sony, same thing. Now, I want to bring something to your attention as well too, because Matthew Ball literally had something to, Matthew Ball talked about, he talked about GTA 6. He talked about DRAM crisis. He talked about consoles dying, consoles exclusives. I mean, this man was talking about a lot of stuff. All right. So let's get back on course, boys. So we covered all of that stuff about the memo from Asha and Matt, which is very critical, very crucial right now. Does not look good. You know what I mean? For Xbox right now. But again, they can revitalize themselves. You know what I mean? They can bounce back, right?
I was about to say them Son and Ninjas might have been responsible trying to make sure you don't leave any info on GTA 6 before they pull up to the house.
Probably, yeah. You're probably right. You're probably right. And your boy better be careful on what he's saying. I always got to be careful on what I'm saying, because if I say the wrong thing.
My 4 meters, 0.2 SSD, 32 GB RAM, and 5090. All bought before prices went crazy.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, 100%. You know what I'm saying? 100%. But you see this? The next thing, when it comes to the studio, we're not even done yet. The next thing coming to the studio closure situation that could potentially happen. Now, this has come from Tom Warren as well. Look at this right here. Breaking: Xbox warns of a reset as it prepares for layoffs. Sources tell me there are major Xbox layoffs coming next month. Are y'all paying attention? Next month. And the cuts may even involve a studio closure. Oh my freaking goodness. This is not a joke, guys. This is not a joke. I need y'all to pay it. Oh, of course, I gotta pay $2 to continue to read. Oh my God. It's okay.
Hey King, Boo could be involved. Don't be surprised. You better call Luigi, Marlon, or the Ghostbusters. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
You're probably right, my brother. You're probably right. You're so right. Hey, King Boo, you're probably right. I'm gonna have to call Luigi or the Ghostbusters to come over here. You're probably right, man. You're probably right. I'm telling guys, this is not, bro. This is not good.
Exclusive for Xbox means Xbox and PC, so technically the install base is large. Looking at it that way. You know me though. Too late for both console. Lol.
You know what, Tarnish? It's never too late, man. It's never too late. And like I said, Microsoft rethinking the Helix right now. They're trying to do everything that they possibly can. Listen, man, it's going to be all right, man. I think Microsoft, if they just stay on course and do what needs to be done, I feel like they'll be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let's talk.
Listen to this. This is kind of low. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but this is Matthew Ball talking. This is like the chief strategy, the chief strategy guy at Xbox here talking.
Exclusives. Xbox announced yesterday that Gears of War and Clockwork Revolution will be console exclusive. Explain to me what games are going to be console exclusive going forward, and which ones might we still see on PlayStation and Nintendo?
So I can tell you how we're thinking about it. We have an internal framework and a strategy that we're using to approach exclusives on and off platform. I'll start with a quick recap. We announced yesterday that there were 2 titles, one coming this year, one coming next year. Doing 2 titles was important. We could have announced Clockwork was going to be exclusive later at the end of the year when we got closer and closer to the 25th anniversary. We could have kicked off 2027 by talking about that as an exclusive. It was important for us to include 2 titles so that people understood this was not a one-off. It was not a commemorative. We were not saying it's our 25th anniversary, it's Gears' 20th anniversary, we're returning to Xbox, here's an exclusive. This is the start of a program, and players can expect a reliable pipeline that validates their historical investment in the Xbox platform, keeps them as Xbox players going forward, and everyone in the industry understands that exclusives are important to the growth and branding of that platform. We've also said publicly that there's a series of titles, predominantly those that are designed for large live service multiplayer platforms, COD being the best example, are going to remain non-exclusive. We have a third bucket.
You hear what that man's? Are y'all paying attention? Are y'all paying attention? Are y'all paying attention? You hear what he said? He said that, look, they're going to have a robust, true exclusive pipeline, but the live service games like Call of Duty will remain non-exclusive because that's just going to make too much money for them. You know what I mean? That's going to make so much money for them to make it non-exclusive. You know what I mean? Versus, because if they make that exclusive, it's just not going to sell as much, right? Especially Call of Duty. So again, similar to Sony, right? Hey, we're pulling our games away from PC and we're going back to true exclusivity, but the live service games, yes, we're going to put that on other platforms. Makes sense, right? Makes a whole lot of sense. Basically, the same thing that Sony's been doing now.
And everyone in the industry understands that exclusives are important to the growth and branding of that platform. We've also said publicly that there's a series of titles, predominantly those that are designed for large live service multiplayer platforms, COD being the best example, are going to remain non-exclusive. We have a third bucket of titles, those titles that we have previously announced or previously committed with our partners, with players, with teams, that we've decided to maintain those commitments. That is important to us as we migrate through this 4th area. And that is, Asha has been clear that our business today is not healthy. She's been clear that we are turning around the business.
See, are you hearing this, man? Same the memo that came out yesterday with Matt Booty and Asha. You see, the business is not healthy. Same thing right there. So he's basically telling us exactly what she's saying.
Is important to us as we migrate through this 4th area. And that is, Asha has been clear that our business today is not healthy. She's been clear that we are turning around the business. Every day we are going to come more and more outwards about what we're doing, why we're doing it. And the reason why I say that is today I can't give you a more comprehensive answer. Here are all of the titles that players can expect this year, next year, and thereafter that are going to be exclusive. We know what those are going to be. We know how we're going to make those decisions. We know how we're going to be evaluated against those decisions. But what's important there is that framework has to be external eventually. Everyone in this audience is an expert, an aficionado of the field, and I understand why they are saying we still don't quite get it. We have to communicate that internally. We have to communicate that to our partners. But then most of all, at the end of the day, the average player, the average current Xbox player, and the player that we want but don't have today have to understand it very simply. That's where we're going. We're just not ready to do it yet.
I was going to ask what makes Clockwork Revolution an Xbox console exclusive, but not Senua.
Ooh, that's a good question. That's a good question. Pay attention, guys. Are y'all hearing this? That's a good question.
Yes, is that because of that those commitments you talked about to teams and before you made that decision? Go.
No further comment.
No.
Whoa. No, he did not do that to the guy, bro. Oh my, you saw that? You saw that? Guys, you saw that? I don't think y'all paying attention. I don't think y'all caught that. I'm a rewind. I'm a rewind a little bit because I'm telling you, Oh my God. Y'all missed that. I think y'all missed that right there.
Have to understand it very simply. That's where we're going. We're just not ready to do it yet.
I was going to ask what makes Clockwork Revolution an Xbox console exclusive, but not Senua. But I guess is that because of those commitments you talked about to teams and that before you made that decision?
No further comment.
No further comment. No. Why is Clockwork Revolution an exclusive but not Senua? Think about it. No further comment. Think about it. Oh my God.
Well, we'll move on then. Well, isn't the console sector dying? Wow. Isn't it all about PC and multi-platform and meeting gamers where they are?
Wow.
So the answer to your latter question is yes. The first one is no.
Wow.
So I'm very on the record, as most people kind of agree.
Wow.
The reality is most players and most revenue is on mobile. Second to that, we have the most hours and the most players on PC, but less revenue than on console. Console is a $40 to $45 billion business. Is it growing as fast as PC or mobile? No. Are there as many hours?
Yeah,
no.
He's asking the right questions.
That platform is substantially larger tomorrow or in 28 or in 29 than it is today? No, I think we have some great catalysts along the way. But we are still talking about hundreds of millions of players who spend 40 plus billion per year in a category that they love, that I love, that has iconic franchises attached. And more important to that, it is durable and valuable and important to us. We have no desire to move away from the console business. And dying, no, it's not declining. It is growing. It's going to have a great year this year. What is important is that we restore that business for us. Before we look beyond to those other platforms, do we need to get better at PC? Yes. Do we need to get better at mobile? Yes. At the same time, we can't ask publishers, partners, and especially players to bet on us on other platforms where we are behind, where our technology is inadequate, before we shore up the platform we have, the platform that many believe we have mistreated them on.
Do you think you can grow your market share with this strategy?
Absolutely.
I'm from the UK.
This guy...
Xbox is pretty big in the UK. It does reasonably well, just as it does in the US. But the rest of Europe, not so much. Japan,
maybe...
Last name is Ball, the other is Booty, can't trust them. So remember Marlon, we watching cause I know you gonna backflip just like 2 stream ago.
This guy, bro. This guy. Hold on, Michael Peer. Hold on, okay? Thank y'all for subscribing. Make sure you hit that post notification. Make sure you also go follow the Game Business Show as well. Follow the Game Business Show. All right. Listen, bro. Let me make one thing crystal clear to you guys. Listen to me. You see? This is why I try to tell you guys that interviewer is so good, because why is Clockwork Revolution an exclusive, but Senua is not? Why not make Senua an exclusive? It's a reason, right? But he don't want to comment on that reason why, right? So here's another thing that I heard, which this is kind of crazy to me. Was, I guess this was last minute, the Halo trailer, right? The Halo Campaign Evolved trailer. Apparently that was supposed to be at Sony's State of Play. And Microsoft said, nope, take it out. And apparently that pissed Sony off. Apparently Microsoft scorched earth, apparently, by doing that. Because if you notice, when that trailer was uploaded to the PlayStation YouTube channel a couple of days ago, people saw the PS5 Pro lower thirds at the bottom. Clearly, Sony is the only one that does that for their showcases or for their State of Play, right? So that trailer was supposed to be for the State of Play, and then Microsoft said nope. So I'm guys, I'm telling y'all. We're not gonna take every single thing that these execs be saying as gospel, but we're also gonna be paying attention and have everything with an open mind, because right now it seemed like Microsoft is like, look, listen, we don't care right now. We gonna do whatever we need to do to rebuild Xbox. And I mean, if it means that they're gonna piss Sony off, I mean, I don't think it's a wise decision to do that, considering you're gonna be putting games on PlayStation. So you kind of want to have that partnership. You kind of have to want that business opportunity to stay open. I'm just saying. So you ruffle some feathers and piss off Sony by pulling that trailer. I didn't think that was necessary, but hey, these companies are going to do whatever they want to do. Now, so that was bits and pieces of the Matthew Ball interview. But here's the other crazy part about it. And this is like, bro, like, I don't know, man. Like this is getting crazier and crazier by the minute. And I need people to understand this, because if Microsoft does not turn things around like that, that's going to be it for them. If they don't, because right now they're salvaging everything. If they don't buckle down and take things serious for the next 5 years, and I mean, all the stuff that Asha's saying, oh, we're going to do this. Oh, we're going to do this instead of this. And we're going to stop doing this and this. They legitimately have no choice but to do that as a brand. As a brand, their back is against the wall. Period. End of story. Their back is literally against the wall right now. And the only way out of this freaking fire and brimstone is rebuilding. You're going to get some burns. You're going to get some scars. But those scars and burns are to remind you of what you went through to get to where you need to go. Because the last 5 friggin' years was not unicorns and rainbows behind the scenes. And it just goes to show you, like Phil Spencer was in the past 5 years, right? And look at all the shenanigans that's coming up. Similar to Jim Ryan, similar to Hiroki Katoki. So both of these companies are hitting the reset button. Remember when Sony was saying, "Oh man, we don't know. We it don't seem like we can come up with any new ideas to make games." This was like a Variety interview a long time ago, right? And I was just like, "What? You don't know how to come up with new ideas to make games? What? Like what? What are you talking about?" And then during the ABK deal, they were like, "Oh, we don't have any studio that can make anything to go up against Call of Duty." Nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Like, so both of these companies, man, are hitting the reset button and they're trying to do this all over again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Bigger games like ES6 will be multi-platform because microtransactions make lots of money. That could very well be the case. Daniel, that could very well be the case. I mean, Elder Scrolls has always been multi-plat. So, but hey, it's up to Microsoft. And I think they obviously will make way more money. Right? But we'll see. Now, this is a game that I am truly excited about. And I mean, excited about. So let's shift gears. Resident Evil Code Veronica. Oh my God. Guys, I'm going to be I'm going to be honest with y'all. Code Veronica, y'all saw my reaction, bro. Capcom is literally crushing it right now, bringing back IPs that we all care about. So let's talk about it. Shout out to my man, Cammy. Listen to me. So the same people, the same team that work on RE2 and 4 is working on Code Veronica. And get this, it's going to be a fully third-person action experience. Oh my God. Wow. I can't wait. I can't wait. Oh man. Oh man. So, I'm excited. So basically, this is the breakdown. This is from my man Cammy and also Eurogamer. So let's go ahead and let's take it away. So it says right here, Resident Evil Veronica is confirmed to be fully third-person game, developed by the same team as RE2 and RE4. Capcom considers Veronica just as important as the numbered titles. Same things will be returned. Modernized gameplay, reimagined storyline, and vividly detailed graphics because the story takes place only 3 months after RE2. Claire is not quite a seasoned veteran yet. Capcom shot down the fan theory that the V in the REV is supposed to stand for the number 5. Rather, they wanted to make it one impactful word similar to the other entries. So yeah, man. And I believe this is coming out 2027, right? So yo, the games are gonna be, oh my God, we're cooking. All right, let's keep it pushing. Let's talk about Halo, because Halo, the collector's edition, is sold out right now. And you know, a lot of it probably scalpers. But let's talk about Halo real quick. Hit that like button for me, guys. I appreciate y'all for being here. One love. God bless. Let's talk about Halo. Because guess what? We got another third person. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. And this is also for my man, Cammy. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't care for Halo being in third person. I care for Halo being first person. But I get it for those people that want third person for Halo. I get it. You know, some people want third person for Halo, but the game was mainly designed to be a first person thing. But I you know, it is what it is. So Cammy put out a tweet, Kami13. Halo Campaign Evolve has a new third person mode that can be used for the entire campaign, right? So Dust Golem said RE Veronica will be coming in 2027. Yep. This can be done by using the new perspective skull. Now, there are 42 skulls in the game, nearly 3 times as much as any previous Halo title. So that's what you're going to need to play it in third person. Boys, there it is. You see how weird that looks? I don't know. No, sir. Give me my first person, bro. Give me my first person. I'm sorry, guys. Third person? No, sir. It just don't look good to me. I'm sorry. Yo, I love the sound of yo. Oh, Craig. Oh, Craig. Oh, you Persona and Halo a few days again, and let's go. Oh, Craig.
The Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be.
Oh, the Hunter. Yo, the Hunter gave me a big issue, bro. Those guys don't play around, man. The Hunters, them boys, there's a pain. Oh, my God. Ooh. I can see how that can kind of help in third person, but nah, bro. I know, Cheeto. I know. I can't wait, man. Can't wait.
419. The chief and I are topside. Requesting pickup. Roger. On my way.
Craig. Yo, this is why I love Halo, bro.
Requesting pickup. Roger. On my way.
Oh, the game looks good. It looks good. Can't wait, man. Halo, baby. Halo, baby. So, just so y'all know, Dusk Golem is back at it again, and he's saying Resident Evil Requiem's story DLC is reportedly launching after RE Veronica. Are you surprised? Says word in the grapevine is that RE9 DLC is releasing after Resident Evil Veronica to see how it plays out. But it's been... Now, we'll see about that. We'll see. Like a pepper. So it's been murmured to be further out. So we'll see. We'll see. Right? I know some of y'all was not expecting that, guys. Come on, guys. Give you the option for first and third person. You talking about for Halo, or are you talking about for Code Veronica? Yeah, he said after Code Veronica's release. So we gonna see. Like a pepper. All right, guys. So we are in the Q&A portion real quick. We're taking some quick questions and answers right away. All right, guys. Any quick questions?
Pre-order Halo campaign evolved and receive an in-game item, the Marlin Gaming Nation hype jacket for Master Chief.
That's a good one. Pre-order the game and get the Marlin hype jacket, baby. Pre-ordered. I like that. Yes, sir. Yeah. Pre-order the game and get the Marlin hype jacket.
Elder Scrolls has not always been multi-plat. The first few were PC only, and Oblivion took a year to come to PS3. What's the move, fellas, if ES6 not on PS?
You know what? Thank you so much for correcting that. I forgot about that. I forgot to see light years ago. I literally forgot about that. Like I said, and you know what, Tarnish? Thank you so much for bringing that up. Like I said, it could be an interesting turn of events to where Microsoft said, nope, we're making it exclusive. We'll see. It's abnormal though. It's possible. It's possible with the Helix. It's possible. Captain says, Marlon, according to Dusk Golem, someone had an interview with Karashi and he talked about Dino Crisis? No. He said that in quote, no comment. Hopefully after Veronica. Yeah. We're not getting anything. It would be nice. It would be nice to get Dino Crisis, but I don't think we're gonna get that until like after Code Veronica or after whatever else comes after Veronica.
Bring it on Microsoft. Bring the console war back. Sony do a Bloodborne 2, Days Gone 2, The Order 1886 sequel / reboot.
Yeah.
So calm you peanuts.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yep. Yeah, man. Hey. Let's go. Hey. Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Miyazaki already said no Bloodborne 2 on his watch.
Yep. I know. Yeah, I try to tell people, thank y'all for the super chat. I try to tell y'all, I know some of you guys want, Bloodborne 2. I want Bloodborne 2 as well, but it's not gonna happen. Madden, I haven't really looked too much into Madden, But I'll have access to it, so I might, get access and play it and stuff. But I'm not expecting anything groundbreaking. I mean, is there anything groundbreaking that I need to know of? But yeah, Punch. I mean, that would be awesome, bro. That would be really, really awesome. But at the same time, it's just not smart. You know what I mean? Because right now it's like Sony, according to them, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to a lot of those older games, oh no, it's not smart for us to do that. Those games are not going to really sell, right? And that's why they gave up on Killzone, no SOCOM, no Resistance, no MotorStorm. Infamous might come back. Like, I really hope so, man. I really hope that Microsoft trying to resalvage things and turn things around will change the scope of things. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We will see, man. It's just, I don't know, man. It's crazy right now. Gaming is just like, wow, dude. It's wild. It's really wild. So I ask you guys, do you believe Xbox can make a comeback? 51% of you guys said yes. 22% of you guys said no. 11% of you guys said 11% of you guys said too late. And then 16% of you guys said yes, 100% with some work. So you guys think that Microsoft can make a comeback. I do believe the same thing as well. With hard work and dedication, I do believe that Microsoft can do it. Yep, I do believe that they can do it. You just got to put in the work. You literally just got to put in the work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like anybody else, you just have to put in the work. If you don't put in the work, well, don't expect anything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want Microsoft to go back in their bag, like I said yesterday, and make nothing but great exclusives. Literally just great exclusives to compete with Sony. And on the pricing side of things, on the hardware side of things, honestly, you know what I mean? Like I really, really, really would want to see what they do, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. You say you get a special anniversary coin if you pre-order from GameStop. Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, Max Payne. We have not gotten anything on Max Payne yet, but we're just gonna have to wait and see on that one. Nothing on that. Xbox will make a comeback. They was really behind. Now they will change, get in exclusive games. Yeah, man. I believe that they can do this, bro. They just have to be laser focused, do what they need to do, and I think everything is gonna be all right, guys. Honestly, But I love you guys, man. Thank y'all so much. I almost did not stream today because I'm not feeling the best, but I like to, push through it all for you guys, man. And thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. Thanks for everybody that came through today with the super chats. Shots to my man, Gaming and Reactions with the big 100. I appreciate you, bro, because Lord knows, every little bit counts, man. You guys coming here, subscribing, hitting the like button, all that good stuff. It definitely does help us out so that we can continue to do what we do here for you guys and in such a time like this. So thank you guys, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest. I'm tired. Literally left out yesterday after the stream, and then went to this because my daughter's birthday is on Saturday, and I went to this resort for her. And just let her play. I get on the water rides and stuff, and it was really good. So I'm like worn out, guys, and I haven't really gotten that much rest, between yesterday and today. So I'm kind of operating off of not much sleep. So but yeah, I'm gonna get me some rest, guys, get me some food and all that kind of stuff. But I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for y'all support, man. Enjoy your family. Hug somebody and tell them you love them. Hug somebody, tell them you forgive them, man. And I pray for Microsoft right now. I really hope that they can turn things around and bring that competitive spirit back again, to go up against Sony so that we can all get better games and experiences. I love y'all. Stay up. Hit that like button. Pray for your boy. Keep me and the family in your prayers, guys. And I see you guys in the next one, man. I love y'all. Stay up. We out. Love you guys.
Yeah. came too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down. And then when you grow, they say that you switching up. Hit a perimeter, defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's time for redemption. Yeah. Too far, I ain't giving up. Hey, I had to cut what was weighing me down. And then when you grow, they say that you switching up. Hit a perimeter, defending the fort, we crushing the visitors. I got it locked, ain't taking a prisoner. Thought it was sweet until they chin hit with a finisher. Heartbreak, Nikki, I'm voiding the slips. I'm raising the stakes, enjoying the risk. Injecting my veins with ice, as cold as it gets. I live for this shit. Die as a legend, I ride with aggression. I lost in the past, it's fine, it's a lesson. I'm loading the clips, I fire the weapons and taking what's mine. It's time for redemption. Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
This is your boy Marlon, and this is for y'all right here. We got another one. Ready? Let's go.